Hello, math students. Welcome back to Module 4, Expressions and Equations. The lesson for Lesson 5 is called Writing, Addition, and Subtraction Expressions. The goal for today we will learn how to write expressions with addition and subtraction using models. The question that I want you to think about in this lesson is, what must you completely understand to write an expression? Okay, so let's go to our Things to Know section. Important terms. So the reason why I am giving you these important terms is because you are going to be reading a lot of math sentences written in words. And in order to have a complete understanding what those math sentences are representing, you need to know the vocabulary that supports them. So we need to go over some terms to make sure that you have them. The word plus means to add, and it has a symbol that looks like this. Okay. Equivalent means the same as. So if something is equivalent, then that means it is the same as. And it has a symbol that looks like that. Okay. Increased by means to make an amount larger. And the symbol that we use to represent when you are making an amount larger is the plus symbol again. Okay. Sum of means the answer to an addition problem. And when we're working with symbols, we use the plus sign again for sum of. Less than means an amount taken away, and we use the symbol that looks like that. Subtracted from means the amount taken away, and we use a symbol that looks like this. Minus means subtract. Okay, minus means subtract an amount from another, and the symbol looks like this. Difference means one number subtracted from another, and the symbol is the subtraction symbol. And then we have decreased by. And decreased by means to take an amount away. And the symbol that we use for that, again, is the subtraction symbol. So you have seen all of these different terms that we use when we're working with expressions. And now when you see them written, you will know what symbol we expect you to use. So now let's try it. Okay? So it says in the practice section, practice, write an expression for each. Okay? We're using the terminology we identified up here. We're going to write an expression using symbols and numbers to represent the math sentence that's written in words. So we can start right here. It says the sum of m and k. If we go back up here to sum of, it says the answer to an addition problem. So whenever I see the words the sum, I always do this. And the reason that I make that sentence starter written like this is because when you have a sum, you have to remember that you are adding at least two things. And so I always start out with blank plus blank because if I have more things that I have to add, then I can just add a plus blank, and then to how many times we need. But you know initially, whenever it's asking you to find the sum of something, you have to have at least two values that are combining. So the sum of m and k. So the way that I would write an expression for this math sentence is I would say the sum of m and k. So the sum of m and k means m plus k. All right, so that wasn't too bad. Okay, so now let's try another one. It says c minus the sum of a and b. So we have two things going on. We have this minus word, so we're going to use that symbol. And we have this sum word right here, sum of word, so we have to use this symbol. So we have some different things going on. So again, I'm going to start with a sentence frame, and I know that I have blank minus blank, right? And then I'm going to fill in what I know. It says C minus the sum of A and B. So I actually know that I'm going to have this right here, okay? And now we're going to fill it in. So C minus the sum of A and B. Well, the sum of A and B is A plus B, and then this goes back and says C minus A plus B. And that's how we would write that math sentence with symbols and variables, or symbols and unknown numerical values. Okay? So boys and girls, my best strategy for when you are being required to write an expression for a math sentence in words is to go slow, organize what you know, and then lay it out the way the words are telling you to do. You're going to have lots of practice with this when we get into class. So our goal, today we will learn how to write expressions with addition and subtraction using models. And then the question that I asked you to keep in mind was, what must you completely understand to write an expression? And the answer to that question is, you must completely understand what all of these different words mean and what is the symbol that we use to support those words. Okay? All right, kiddos, that's all I have for you today. Talk to you soon. Bye.